Whether or not the changes on Earth and in our solar system are evidence of a physical, real-world climax in 2012, many believe that there is a coming shift in human consciousness that was the true message of the Maya, and to which we must pay due respect and consider acting upon.
I tend towards the metaphorical interpretation here. I think that if we're due for any kind of pole shift, it should be a pole shift in our collective consciousness. In other words, we have to steer clear of that pole that wants us to keep living in a world of dualism, you know, to be fixated to that mode of culture that seeks to dominate other cultures around the world, and instead shift our minds to emphasize a partnership society.
The work of John Major Jenkins, very important. It's had a huge influence on my thinking about the ancient Maya. I think he's really made highly significant breakthroughs in understanding what was going on with the ancient Maya and what event in the heavens they were able to predict thousands of years ago that would occur in our time and our time only. Maya appear to have been able to do that thousands of years ago, to cast forward to a time which marks the end of the calendar system, when the sun appears in the dead center of the Milky Way galaxy. And I take this as a marker. They knew that that would happen. It's easy to read into it a cataclysmic end of the world in our age. But John Major Jenkins' work has been particularly helpful in showing that it's easy to read another possibility into it too, which is, yes, the world age will come to an end. Everything that has been built for the last 5,000 years will be up for grabs. We may not count on things remaining the same as they have done throughout our lifetimes. Things are going to change. But also that this is a rebirth, not a simple destruction, and that in a way it may be necessary to sweep away the old before something new, something more positive, something more hopeful, a new guiding spirit for the next 5,000 years emerges. And John has shown the astronomical correlates of this, and has shown how the sun effectively seems to emerge from the cosmic womb, from the womb of the Milky Way, speaking of rebirth. And so he draws from this a hopeful message, which I happen to share with him, that this is perhaps the best way to interpret the Mayan prophecy, that we live in a time when things will never be the same again, and it is we who will preside over that change, and it is our own choices and what we do with our own consciousness that will govern whether that change is for good or for evil.